Hey there, Chadi Bazzi here, and today what we're going to talk about is number one, how to survive the chaos, the pandemic, anything and everything that's happening in the world and around you right now. And number two, we're going to talk about how to better equip yourself right now so when this is all over and done with, you are the one of the few who is not going to be dramatically negatively impacted. And the way to do that is we got to take a look at, four things. Number one, we got to take a look at evaluation. Number two, we got to take a look at awareness. Number three, what we got to take a look at is the actions that you are taking each and every single day. And then we got to take a look at the meaning of life and what it really means to you, the quality of life that you want to live here on forward. Not the one that you've lived so far, but the one that you choose to live here on forward. And the reason I bring that up is because of this, okay? Self-evaluation equals self-awareness. And self-awareness causes you to take better actions. And better actions give you an overall better life. So I know there's a lot of people that are making videos and giving you information out there. And there's a lot of great gurus out there that are speaking a very good message. And those are the people that you should be paying attention to. And the rest should be ignored. So the first thing that we need to take a look at is, who are we being right now? Are we being the kind of person who's consuming the social media, who's consuming the news like all day, every single day, every 5 minutes, refreshing your phone and going from Facebook, then to Instagram, then to YouTube, then to CNN, then to Fox, then here and there, stuff like that? That's what you should not be doing. Now, I'm not saying don't keep up with what is happening in the world, but rather than doing it every 5 minutes, hey, do it once every 5 hours. If there's anything that is going to be of, a big impact on you, someone who is scouting the internet like this will reach out to you and let you know what you should be doing instead, okay? Instead of consuming, you should be learning. Instead of consuming, you should be learning. So I wrote down a bunch of questions that I want you to ask yourself. Like literally, I want you to take the time out to write down these questions. I want you to take the time out to, process these questions. I want you to take the time out and wreck your mind and answer these questions, because we as people panic. What we need to do is we need to be real about who we really are, who we have been being, and who we need to be here on forward. And the first question I wrote down for you is this: in spite of anything and everything that has been happening around you, what did you learn about you? What did you discover about you? And or what did you verify to be true about you? Like, did this whole entire pandemic thing, did you learn that you are prepared? Did you learn that no, you have been not taking life and business seriously enough, that it had a huge impact on you and you're not prepared for that impact and what is going on right now? Or did you learn that you are capable of getting through, and or maybe you learned that you're not capable of getting through this and you don't know what you are going to do, therefore you are crippled with fear? Okay? Did you learn that you are easily distracted? Did you learn that you are a leader? Like in spite of, like this is the time for you to step up and be a leader. Did you learn that to be true about you? Or did you learn that who you really are or has been is nothing more than a follower that needs to be led? And maybe now the awareness is, I need to become a better leader for me, my family, and my community. Look, I'm just thinking out loud. You need to answer this question for yourself, and you need to get real with yourself. You need to learn a little bit more about yourself so you can better equip yourself to be able to deal with certain things that show up unexpectedly, or certain things that show up that you never ever thought would ever show up in your lifetime. I mean, this is a true test right here. Who would have ever thought we'd be dealing with the things that we are dealing with right now? Nobody. Just about a week or two ago, what were you thinking about? You were thinking about, I want to take a vacation. I want to buy a new car. I want to upgrade my kitchen. I want to do these things. And now what are you thinking about? Are you thinking about what life, how beautiful life is going to be here on forward? Or are you crippled with fear? Which one of those emotions are you experiencing right now? See, this is something that a lot of people don't do, is they don't evaluate themselves. Therefore, they don't have the awareness. They're winging life. They're not taking life and or their business seriously enough. So that's question number one. Question number two, what did I learn about the people that I know? What did I learn about the people that I know? Your centers of influence, your family members, your friends, the people that you hang out with and spend a lot of time with. What did you learn about them? Did you learn that they are the ones who are dependent on you and look to you for answers? Or did you learn that they've been masking a positive, powerful, like they're masking themselves as a positive, powerful person, but now that they're being tested, they really have been or have become very negative all of a sudden. See, what this is doing is it's revealing people for who they really are, not who they've been saying they really are. Did you learn that maybe you learned this, that you need to meet a new group of people to be hanging out with? I don't know. Okay, then we're going to take it from this aspect of like negative thinking and chaos and panic and fear. And there's one thing that has went out the window immediately for most people. Okay, it's like everybody is so consumed with everything that's going around them and everything like ending and not happening the way they need it to happen, and everybody forgot about this word, and the word is grateful. In spite of anything and everything that is happening, what are you grateful for? What are you grateful for? What is there to be grateful for today? What are you grateful for? I would sit down right now and I would make a list of like 20, 30, 40, 50 things that I am grateful for in spite of anything and everything that is happening around you that is out of your control. Very good question to answer. Here's another good question. The even better question now is, who do I need to be for the people who count on me emotionally, physically, and financially? Because maybe who you've been being in the last, since this started, whether, for you, whether it's a day ago or a week ago or 2 weeks ago, who have you been being? See, what you got to remember is that, the people that count on you, they're watching you. They're watching you. So if you have been being someone that's instilled with fear, then you're putting the fear in your children and the people who are around you. You're telling them this is how you act when stuff like this happens. See, this is the time for you to answer this question. Who do I need to be? Who do I need to be? I need to be brave. I need to be courageous. I need to be calm. I need to be resourceful. I need to be a leader. I need to be loving. I need to be compassionate. I need to be supportive. Who do you need to be? See, when you ask yourself that question and you actually write down the answer and you actually read that list out loud to yourself, in a moment, your whole entire perspective changes and you begin to act in accordance with the answer to the question. So who do you need to be for your family and the people that count on you emotionally, physically, and financially? Next question, or not even a question, I put down, this is the time. Okay, this is the time to reanalyze who you have been being. We just talked about that. This is the time to make new commitments. Look, this is going to pass, just like anything else before us in history. This too shall pass. So this is the time for you to recommit based on what you discovered to be true about you. It's time for a new commitment. You know what else? This is the time for a new and better plan. So rather than sitting down and watching the news and browsing social media, why don't you sit down with a pad and paper and say, okay, when we get through this, which we will get through this, when we get through this, this is my plan. This is my business plan for my business. This is my life plan for my life. These are the experiences I want to, create for me and my family. These are the memories that I want to create for me and my family. This is what I want to do for my community. You get my point. It's time for a new plan. See, when you start thinking about a plan, what happens to your mind is now you're distracted. Rather than your mind being distracted by outside forces, you're now distracting your mind to think about the good that's still left in the world. I put down, this is the time that you either fold or you grow. This is the time that you either fold or you grow. And guess what? You choose, because it is a choice. I want you to choose to grow your mind, choose to control your mind, choose to control your emotions, choose to control your actions, choose to learn new things. The thing or things that you have been saying you want to learn, well, guess what? Everybody is at home right now. Everybody's at home right now. All of a sudden, you have all this free time that you always used to complain about not having, and you don't even know what to do with it. So what do? You sit in front of the television or you sit on your mobile device and you are being distracted by the noise of the world. This is the time to learn new things. And my final thought is, this is the time to lead by example. This is the time to lead by example. That's the message for today. Hopefully some of these questions are going to be life-altering for you. I'm sure they will be if you just take the time out to write them down, process them, answer them, reflect on them, and put them into action. Thank you for watching this video. Share this message with someone that you love and or can benefit from it. I'll see you soon. Take care.